What is up, everybody? My name is Dane Thompson. Welcome back to another episode of BurnDown. So this is actually going to be a very, very cool episode for me. I hope you guys enjoy it. And I want to bring you along on the ride because it should be pretty fun. So if you're wondering why I'm dragging around LS motors on carpet dollies, well, let me give you a real quick backstory and then we're going to jump right into this thing. Because technically I got limited time because this thing needs to go to its new home. So I've been playing with turbo LS motor. Well, I've been playing with LS motors in general for just a few years now. My buddy Jim with the yellow Vega wagon that was on Fastest Car has that turbo Vega wagon you guys have all seen. It's the same setup pretty much since I met the guy. And I was like, man, I really wanted to do that. And I was doing research, and it's when you know somebody that does it, it helps facilitate it, you know, because now you have somebody you can bounce questions off of and they've already done it. And up until that point, I'd never even seen an LS motor, let alone taken one apart or done any of that stuff or whatever, right? So fast forward to my first build, I had a stock setup, a reworked harness my buddy Patrick had made for me. Everybody kind of chipped in and gave me a hand to get that thing going. I did all the majority of the work. Well, it came time to tune it. So this is where our story starts, because I borrowed a trailer, got my POS car over there. The gentleman's name is KP, it's KP Fab and Tune. His name's Kike. And he's like, does it idle and run? Yeah. He's like, okay, cool, bring it down. Well, needless to say, it literally pulled off the trailer and idled because it had an automatic, so I was trying to idle it in, and it died. Well, I was there freaking all day trying to get that thing running. He kind of signed off on me. He had a guy helping at the time. His name was Chino. Chino called it bad words in Spanish and like walked away and threw his hands up. So I wasn't gonna give up and say die. And I worked on the car. Needless to say, we got it running, got it figured out. And by the end of the day, I had made a friend, and that friend was Kike. So since then, I've worked on it and done stuff, and then showed him the channel. And he is a tuner. He does lots of nice cars, Corvettes, Camaros, these high-end trucks. I mean, you name it. He has beautiful, beautiful cars in there all the time. I mean, people trust him with like $1 million builds, and he takes care of them. He's a great guy. Well, mine was like the dirty little secret of the shop for a while, because once it started kind of making power and doing good, he was like, bro, I can't have this thing here and have these guys bring a car and then you're making the same or more horsepower. And he's like, you know, I just don't want to deal with the guys asking questions and all that other stuff. And he's like, so he used to schedule me at the end of the day or in the afternoon. I'd have to wait for everybody else, but he would always take care of me. He was always friendly. And the one thing I noticed with my car, above and beyond some of the other ones, is he'd always smile. We'd always have a good time. And there's never any pressure, because I always told him, I said, if it comes apart, you know, I'm just bummed we have to clean stuff up and hopefully nobody gets hurt, because I literally don't care. It is a throwaway race car in my brain, you know. So fast forward to now, he has a really kick-ass Datsun 510. He's had it forever. I think he's kind of burnt out on it, but he did what everybody else does. He stacked parts. He bought the best of the best. He had like an LS7 crazy ass stuff. I don't even know all the details that were in that car. I was trying to help him kind of get it ready for LS Fest last year, and then we hit a wall, life, work, all that other stuff. I'm like, okay, you know, when are you gonna get done? I'm always the guy like nagging him because I want to see him go out and have fun and run with everybody else, right? Well, you know, things get in the way. He changed shops, did a bunch of stuff, and I think one of the last times I took my car over, there was a few weeks ago or whatever, we were talking, and he said, man, I just want to do what you guys are doing, because now at this point he's met Reed, he likes Reed, so we have our junker cars, we make power, we have fun, we blow things apart, or whatever we do, we fix it and come back, right? And he's like, I just want to have fun with that car, I'm sick of the $1 million builds, all this stuff. He's like, I just want to get in, do a simple setup, kind of like what one of you guys doing, maybe a nitrous setup or whatever. So me, you know, being the guy that I am, I got excited, because I'm like, all I want to see is you race that car. I don't care how fast it is. I just want to be able to line up with the guy or cheer him on when he's running other people, you know, just get out there and have a good time, get away from work, because the man works all hours. I mean, he doesn't stop. So multiple, you know, 2 a.m. dyno sessions with him in this car, by the way. So anyway, I was like, well, what are you looking for? I got you, because I buy and sell motors, and I always come across stuff, and you know, I try to take care of my friends because they take care of me. Well, I thought he was gonna say a 6-liter, and I had a few. I was like, you know, in my brain, I'm like, I'll just put one on the side, we'll get you taken care of. And he was like, yeah, I think just like a 5.3 would be fine. you know, maybe just throw some nitrous at it, something simple, just a Gen 4 rod motor or whatever. So I said, okay, I'll keep an eye out. Well, this is the video, so it's a long-winded intro. What I have here, I have a Gen 4 5.3. Hope it's a 5.3. We haven't opened it yet. And if it's not, he's getting a 4.8 because that's what I got. And what we are going to do is cam swap it, put it all together, and then we're going to take it down and give it to him. So he has no idea this is coming. The parts have all been donated by myself or his friends. He has no idea. And then we're going to wrap this video by dropping this thing off and seeing his reaction and let him know that it's time to get that damn little shit box on the road. It's time to go racing, have some fun with your boys, because we are here and we want you to come racing, man. So this is what I did, my contribution. I'll just line it out real quick. So when I did the upgrade on this, I sold the turbo to a guy named Cam, and then Cam needed a hot side, and I said, dude, just, you know, get the hot side from here and just use the whole damn thing. I'll just make a new one. So that was kind of the motivation for making a new hot side. And instead of him paying for the hot side portion of it, it was only a couple $100 or whatever, he had this motor sitting there. So after I talked to Rick and he said he wanted, you know, Kike, he said he wanted just like a 5.3, I knew that dude had this, so I immediately went to him and I was like, dude, what do you think about trading? So I traded my hot side off of this that I made because he had my turbo, so everything just should bolt into his rig. So that's where I got this. I got the short block. He wants the heads back because it has nice heads. So now I was left with a short block, and that was all that I had. So I started reaching out to other friends of Kike's. So his buddy Brian happened to have a big giant cam. We'll have to look at the specs. I don't know. It's a pretty big cam. And then he had some good used lifters, some LS7 lifters. So I was like, well, sweet. So now I got the cam and lifters. I bought the Brian Tooley package to swap it from a single bolt to the 3 bolts, so it has a cam phaser and everything for the timing cover. I went to my spot where I get all my other stuff. I got the new top, I got the front cover, so we got all that stuff taken care of. And then I was still short heads and valve springs, and then my buddy Reed, being as awesome as he is, he did an upgrade on his car. He has some 241s. They're not ideal, but they've got some PAC 1218 springs, which hopefully will facilitate that big cam that we got. And I'm gonna go ahead and just slap those on so we can basically long block this thing and hand it to him. And then he has an intake and he has the rest of the stuff to finish it. I don't have push rods. We'll see if I can get some hopefully by the time this thing drops. If not, we're probably gonna have to measure anyway because that cam, like I said, is big, so I don't know if a standard push rod will work anyway. But today what we're gonna do is we're gonna slam this thing apart, try to get it started, and then I'll keep you guys posted. We'll just do it all in this video from the time that we build it to the time that we drop it off and surprise them with this motor. And it's coming quick because we should have a dyno session coming this week for my buddy Reed, and I'd like to deliver this when we go over there and then clog up his dyno with our junkie cars. So let's get started. Let's rip this thing down. Hopefully it's a 5.3, not a 4.8, and then we'll put it all together. And even if it is a 4.8, like I said, I'm just gonna give it to him. Maybe we can even say it's a 5.3. He'll know the difference when he dynos it, but let's rip it apart. I'm excited. These are an 8mm. I don't have this in the 3/8 socket, so I'm being nice because I just don't want to break my socket or my adapter. Put all this pressure, I'm waiting for this thing to tip over, fall over. Rocker set, dose. Yeah, I don't need this guy anymore. All right, I'm gonna grab a cherry picker, stabilize it. Gotta help unload groceries. We'll bring it back. Now time for the big boys. We got 15. 15. Coming at ya. Looks like it has aftermarket gasket on already too. Possibly. Huh. I don't even know what kind of head gasket that is. I've never seen one like that before. Looks like MLS, but it's got some like coating on it. Guess you guys tell me, I don't know. Anyway. Flat top pistons. Alright, well, Oh, is it Felpro? Looks like a Felpro. I'm pretty bummed that it's a 4.8. So, I guess we'll just keep rolling. Let me pull the other head off. At this point, I guess it kind of is what it is. So, let's just do that. He can have a little 4.8 that could, and then he can rev the crap out of it, and maybe that'll be fun too. So, it's a free motor. Sorry, man. I thought it was a 5.3. We tried, but it is a 4.8. And cylinder and everything looked good. So, let's keep rolling. Just get a 4.8, bud. Sorry, man. Oh, that wasn't good. No way. Surprised that didn't snap off. Alright, so yeah, so we can reuse this. It's just a Gen 4 with this, so this is good to reuse. Put that back on. I have another one, but it doesn't look like we're gonna need it. There's the mess I was looking for. Dad's making a mess. Dad's making a mess.
Yeah, because you're trying to look for the pouring mess, and you totally found it because you didn't know where it was coming.
Totally found the pouring mess. You were right. Spot on, my man. Right?
Yep.
Right. All right.
Dad?
Buddy.
So you know what? I'm going to keep this here just in case you're hungry.
I appreciate that. Well, why don't you eat it? Because I'm okay, Bubba. I'm okay for now. Why don't you eat it and you can be healthy, okay?
Whatever you want to snack, I'll just get you a little bit of the blueberries.
I like that. I dig that. Thank you, buddy.
They're really good.
Blueberries are very good. You got blue lips, too.
I know, they're from my blueberries.
Yeah. All right, so we got a single bolt cam. So we'll take this off. We have this spring tensioner deal, so I got a new one of these, too. So we'll take this off, take that off, pull the cam out. We got those DOD lifters over here on the ground. I think, yeah, these take different little shell things. So I got some of those on the shelf too, nice and used. So pull this off, we'll rip this cam out, and then we'll get to doing some work. Alright. She is. Pulled out the single bolt. So this is our donor right here. So let me go collect a few parts, and then we will slam this thing together, and we're gonna be heroes. Just to give you guys a rundown on parts, this is a sack full of used lifters in here. I'm gonna throw them in an oil bath in that bag for a little bit. We've got the Brian Tooley 1 bolt to 3 bolt conversion. So this should be the correct cam gear that we need. And this is a little wishbone tensioner instead of that spring-loaded thing I took out. And then down here, we've got this bad boy. So this is a used Isky 3 bolt. It's for a Gen 3, but it'll work in a 4. So here it is. That is the thing. I gotta write all those numbers down. I have no idea. I think it's a pretty big cam. Probably way too big for a 4.8, but it'll sound awesome. It probably won't make power till a billion, but whatever. We can always swap it out or figure it out, but I want to give him a complete motor, and then he can decide what to do with it. So let me do that, and then up on the shelf over there, I've got some used egg crates. So we'll get those down. We'll put these dudes on a bath of oil, and we'll get cracking. Woohoo! 1. Ha. 2. Ha. So, got that on there. Get the rest of these dudes a little dabby dab of love. Get this guy taken care of. Dabby. Rock and roll, baby. So, real quick on these, there are different ones that come in the motors. Are all different stuff. I don't know if you guys can see me still, but this one should be, oh hell, it even comes with hardware. How slick is that? Yeah, so this one is a 4, it's like a 4 pickup deal. I'll show you on the front. So it's got the big one here and here. And if you look, it's the same as this guy, just with the 3-bolt for the 3-bolt cam. So same sensor, same deal. We can run that cover, but now it hooks up to the cam that we bought. So we are styling. You've got some nifty, slick cam bolt hardware. I feel like I'm like hiding, like.
Day 2.
I think we have the rest of the stuff to finish KP's motor that's hiding over there. So I finished up work for the day, sanding on this thing, and we need to slam this together. I've got a date which should be like Thursday, Friday evening, that we can go put Reed's car on the dyno, and I want to deliver this bad boy again as a surprise to my buddy KP. So we left off on the video. I just put a couple bolts in here. I did put the oil pump on because I put this on before. I forgot to put the oil pump on. Anyway, so oil pump is in place, timing chain, cam is in, and we didn't have lifter trays. So that is what we have here. Let's open the box real quick, dig in, I'll show you what we got. And my boy Reed dropped off a gently used set of 241 heads with some pack 1218 springs already installed. So these big dogs are ready to roll. And then I have a couple choices on the used head gaskets. So we may go with Reed's old head gaskets because I know those actually sealed at one point. So let's open the box. Went to good old Summit. This is the rear cover. This is the oil passage it goes through. So we don't want to have that leaking. We won't have oil pressure. So Molly, big shout out to those dudes. They helped me on the Twinnebago, but they didn't help me here. Summit, went to Summit and paid for all this fun stuff. I bought the Valley cover because I actually needed these. There's a couple on the cover underneath there that I'm missing. And I just figured, you know what, we'll just get a whole brand new set, make it legit, take care of my boy. And then last but not least is these dogs should be the culprit. This is what stopped us last time. Here we go. Lifter trays, brand new with the bump, rock and roll. And again, if you're actually trying to put a motor together decently, these are a good idea so the lifters don't turn and ruin your cam. I wasn't gonna buy these, I didn't have them. And then since I had to order them, they were gonna kill me on shipping anyway. We got a few more goodies for my boy just to make sure this thing works. And then if it doesn't, we got new gaskets we can transfer to the next one and try it out. Got to Scotch-Brite it down a little bit. Obviously not getting real aggressive, just kind of knocking the goo off. And we'll acetone this, wipe it down real good. Before we do all of that, we need to clean all the threads on these multiple times. We'll blow them all out real good, so that way we get a nice even torque on the head. And we will go from there. So let me zip all these, get it all clean, acetone it, and then we're going in dry, boys. I think I'm just gonna try that. I think Reed swears by like just sticking them on dry. So I've always been a copper spray guy, but we'll try this one. We'll try this go around. I'll clean that off real good, and hopefully it stays in one piece, huh? Got these boys clean. Bam, and then we put our little studs in place. We set these on, and I got both of them on. So that is it. We will dig out head bolts, at least a couple for now. I cleaned every single hole. That's it. We're gonna slap these puppies on. Maybe blow it out one last time and wish it luck. You know what? I don't know if my marker will write on there. Let's put a little note. Let's put a little clover or something for luck. So yeah, we'll write on that one. That's gonna be our lucky piston. All right, here we go. Little love note, little luck. We're gonna be good to go. Now the motor's gonna be out of balance because I cleaned one piston kinda. So offerings to the hot rod gods. There you go, dude. Let me slap these things on. We'll just kind of time lapse it. All right, we've got Uncle Gus causing trouble. I put my signature on it. That's because I take full responsibility when this thing dies and lets go and you guys make fun of me or whatever. My tuner, however, is responsible for his own tune. I will inform him that I did not gap rings and stuff like that, so he can do with what he wants. And the exciting part now is we have a dyno session on Thursday, Friday of this week, and I'm gonna bring this with me. We're supposed to dyno Reed's car, so we have it set up, so I really want to get this done. So now when we go to the dyno, I'll load up and we're gonna surprise him with this. So I will share that with you guys on here real quick right after this clip, and that's it. So I take responsibility if it dies. Hopefully this thing lives after it gets in his car and does dyno pulls and all that fun stuff. We'll bring you guys along for each and every second of that, hopefully, when this goes down. But he still needs a few more things on his car. He basically has a roller, and this is gonna power that roller, and I believe we're going nitrous on this. But it's up to him, it's his car, free motor. You can't really complain, I guess, unless it comes apart in the dyno. And I'll be responsible for cleanup too, I guess, because I signed it. So that is it. So let's cut to his reaction, and I hope he enjoys it, man. Here we go. All right, so we're putting Reed's car on the dyno today. That was our excuse to come down here. And then I loaded up the motor that we built for Kike. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna back it up over there. And I told him I had to go get the food. So we'll back it up, and then I'll leave the camera rolling. We'll get his reaction right now. See how happy he is to get a terrible, terrible motor. All right, this is good. All right, you ready? Sure. I brought some junk for you, dude, in the back of my truck. You gotta go check this thing out. So we put a little gift together for you.
Oh, wow. Is this for the 510?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Send it to heaven.
So
Cool.
we all pitched in. I traded my hot side for the block.
Ah, man.
These are some gently used 241s that made already what? How much? 680?
680.
So these are off of Reed's car. And then I called Brian, I pulled strings, and I got you LS7 lifters and then some Iski cam he had.
Oh.
So I have no idea what it is. It is terrible. And then the only thing is, the guy sold me a 5.3, but it's 4.8.
Oh, it's a 4.8.
So we're gonna spin the shit out of it, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna put more nitrous. Send it, man.
So we left the grease on it and everything, man.
Sweet. Hell yeah. All right.
Yeah, you got it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Oh yeah.
All right, well, the motor gift was a success. And then apparently, he's thinking this is actually a high output 5.3 with flat top pistons, which ran across my brain, but supposedly, from what I understand, they didn't make a 4.8 with DOD, is what he was saying. So either way, I don't really care what it is. He's very excited about it. We're gonna dump it in the 510 at some point. And Reed pointed out I put the valve covers on backwards even, so it's pretty cool. So we're gonna unload it. We're gonna get cracked on the dyno. I'll put that in a separate video. Thank you guys for watching. I can't wait for this project. We'll cover this because I'm gonna help be a part of this thing as well. So we got a transmission to put together for it. We'll put some electronics in it, and this little car is gonna come out and have some fun and go fast. So that is it. You guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, share. Till next time, I'm out.